a small video of how everything of all my hobbies of what I like to do is affected by the one and only Mars. One of the many hobbies that I like to do is do puzzles. Well, small problem with that is that because I like to do puzzles, Cat Mars likes to do puzzles, and because of that, we are missing a piece from the puzzle. I think we can all kind of guess. I've been making Lego for a very, very long time. Longer than I can really remember. I've made multiple different types of things. But when we got Cat Mars and when we got everyone in my family, there became a very, very well-known problem. You see, my passion for Legos and for puzzles was quickly shut down because, well, Mars, being a cat who's very curious about everything, really likes to eat everything. He thought, because it smells like me, that he can bite on it, play with it, that it'd be the best thing to do. The best way to entertain his own self. With that in mind, after I realized the small problem, I started to see that it had gotten worse and worse. My Lego pieces were starting to fall apart. I'd have to rebuild and redesign, which would be a very, very long and tedious process. I was forced to put all of my Legos up higher into higher places to try to have Mars stay away from those places. Lord and behold, in the middle of the night, he would still desperately try to go say hi to my giant Lego collection. This, unfortunately, caused a lot of sleepless nights of me trying to figure out how do I stop this cat from, ruining everything, and then it hit me. The higher I try, the more he tries. The higher I put my Legos, the harder he tries. The lower I put my Legos, the less he tries. And hopefully he will, stop trying to get my Legos because they'll be unfun. That was a dumb decision, but it's fine. I realized my lesson and now I always keep them higher. For people who have this passion for Legos, my biggest suggestion, or puzzles with that too, if you're in the middle of making Legos or puzzles, I would suggest getting a weighted blanket. A weighted blanket might be able to just barely stop cats of different types to be able to get underneath the table and be able to then go ahead and ruin your masterpiece, depending on whatever masterpiece there is. This will make your life 1,000 times easier so you don't have a missing puzzle piece, or multiple if you're really unlucky when it comes to it. Another suggestion that I have tried is to try to school them away from the puzzle pieces by using teaching manners, such as giving food when not on the table, or petting them furiously to get off the table. Depending on the cat, please do not try if your cat likes to bite people. I would suggest not doing that. With different types of ways you can do it, it all kind of just ends up into a giant shamble. I would just say from my own experience that having a cat almost always try to eat everything that's in your every move or try to destroy it, I could very, very easily say I know what I'm talking about. And you can share down in the comments if you have the same problems too. Maybe I can make another video of how to deal with the problems of having a cat and how to solve them. One of the other things that I like to do for my dad is make motorcycles, Lego motorcycles, each year for his birthday. Yeah, Mars also likes to go for them too. This became another problem, but luckily you can, turns out, cram them together so that they don't have enough space to start moving around so that they can't do too much around them, making it harder for them to step, harder for them to jump onto this higher place, which in turn will make it so that your structures, your things, will not get broken so easily. If you just want them to be more on a standout place, again, you can just put them out on a higher place. The higher they are, the higher they will try, but soon enough they realize that their efforts will be in vain, and they will, of course, stop trying to go for the Legos and all of the fun stuff like that. If you have a big Lego piece that you're trying to build, and you can't have, you have to always stay by the thing that you're doing unless you have some type of blanket to cover it up. Because if you do not have a blanket or something to cover it up, then the cat will of course go and try to take from it. You always want to stay by the Legos, always, or else, without your watch, maybe you can take your cat off the desk or whatever you use to make your favorite things. I would say that you can sort of just pick your poison. If you want a cat, would you want to stop doing some hobbies? But even if you choose to get a cat and stop your hobbies, it doesn't mean you need to fully stop. It just means that you need to slow down on what you want to do so far. But hey, don't worry if you have any sports or anything. I don't think your cat can affect that, so you don't need to worry about that. Back to the Lego little topic and puzzle topic. If you really want your cat to really stay away from it, although I would advise that some cats prefer water, you could use the good old-fashioned spray bottle with water in it, which can, of course, help out in the best situations. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Our cat, Mars, does like to swim, so it does not help out a lot. You can, of course, always test to see if your cat likes to swim or not. I would advise you not be, in a shorts and shirt, because that's not going to end up too well for you. All in all, in conclusion, I would say that the best way that you can continue doing what you love is to put it in a higher place. Always keep a look at it and make sure that your cat's not watching. Peace. Or else, thank you, God bless, subscribe and like, and also, peace.